Hey, what's good, YouTube? The Yu-Gi-Oh guy back with the 50th video here. You guys wanted to see a deck profile, at least that's what I pulled out of my tin in my last video, so I don't want to take too long, so let's get right into it. So this is my old school deck box. See, really cool. I don't know, it's like the dawn of Yu-Gi-Oh or something, so it's pretty old, but there you go. Anyways, so like I was saying before, you guys probably know I'm running a Karakuri Machina Plant deck. Okay, so this is my side deck, I'll go with that later. Okay, but I'm going to go through this right now. So I run 3 Karakuri Nisamus, okay, 3 Karakuri Nishis, 1 Hypa, 1 Seizank, 1 Karakuri Synchro. I run 1 Saizan, 1 Karakuri Nishipachi, 1 Karakuri Quick. Okay, for my Machina, I run 3 Mech Fortress. I run 3 Mech Gear Frame, Search the Fortresses. Okay, I run 1 Unknown Synchron. Okay, Cyber Dragon, 1 Jinzo. My plant engine, I run a Spore, a Glow Up Bulb, and a 1 Dandy. So 1 of each. Okay, I don't run the Lone Fire because, well, I don't like it. For my traps, I run 1 Dark Bribe, 1 Bottomless, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Starlight Road, because of the way the game is today, because it's a lot of card destruction, so it's good to have. 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Trap Stun, 1 Mirror Force, 1 D Prison. For my magics, I run Foolish, Book of Moon, 1 Control, Mystical Space Typhoon, another one, 2 MSTs, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Limiter, 1 for 1, 1 copy of Pot, Dark Hole, and of course 1 copy of Heavy. Okay, the cards are pretty self-explanatory, at least the magics and spells and traps are, but these cards are not, actually. Not very many people run Karakuris, and if they do, they understand, but people who don't know how to play Karakuris. I was playing this on Dual Network one time, and I was playing with this tool, and he totally did not know what the hell he was doing, and it was really irritating. So let me explain this to you. If you are in attack position, someone chooses to attack you, okay, so whatever, I have a Cyber Dragon on this end, okay? If I'm playing this card, Cyber Dragons on this side, they attack me. All Karakuris automatically switch to defense, okay? That's part of their effect, okay? So it's written on right in the card. All right, another thing that really irks me is anyone who plays Max, okay, or when I'm playing my Mac. Okay, Mech Fortress can basically sacrifice itself as part of the tribute for the graveyard, okay? I was playing one tool on Dual Network the other day, and he said, oh, you can't use Mech Fortress's effect to bring it back out into the field. Yes, you can, okay? If you don't know how to play the game, don't play it, okay? Pull up a wiki. Okay, I always suggest you guys pull up a wiki next to the tab you're playing Dual Network on or whatnot, but make sure you guys know the rules when you're playing your cards, okay? Because people who playing Yu-Gi-Oh who don't know how to play just shouldn't be playing at all. This really pisses me off. Okay, so Mech Fortress can sacrifice himself as part of the rules, okay? So basically, if I had these 2 in my hand right here, right now, I can discard both of them to the graveyard, okay? And then with his own effect, special summon it back onto the field, okay? Because all you need is a summoning level 8 machine monster to the graveyard, and it can bring itself back out into the field, okay? So like, if this is in the graveyard now, and I have 2 of these in my hand, I can basically discard both of these from my hand to the graveyard to pull this card from the graveyard onto the field, okay? So I can use own effect, I can use other cards' effect to pull it back onto the field, alright? I like this, the way this plays out, because there's no dead draws. Okay, I'm going to show you guys why a little bit later. Okay, as for my side deck, I run 1 Chimera Tech Fortress, 1 Catastor, 1 Barkion, 1 Stardust Dragon. Easy to pull, easy to sink, especially Starlight Road as well. Okay, 1 Mistworm, 1 Shooting Star, 1 Formula Synchron, 1 Trishula, 1 Naturia Landois, 1 Black Rose to bomb the field. I run 3 Karakuri Steel Shogun Beretos and 2 Karakuri Shogun Berets. Okay, if I had a Beast or a Brio, I would add them to my side deck, but unfortunately I do not. But I'm still looking for them, okay? So still looking for a Beast and a Brio. So let me go over this, how this plays really quickly, okay? So pretty much I barely ever have a dead hand, okay? Barely. I say barely because sometimes you do. You can't help it. It is a game of luck. So let me show you how this all pans out. Whenever I cut the deck, or I shuffle the deck, I always make sure I alternate one of everything. There's no perfect formula for this, okay, but I know some people cheat and they stack their cards and whatnot, and that's just not the way I do it. It's kind of random, but I just do it this way because it just splits it up a little bit, and I get a good mix of everything I want. After the shuffling process is over, it really makes no difference anyways, okay, but I usually like to put one of everything in between, okay, and this extra card at the end. So I always alternate one monster, one magic, one monster, one trap, whatever. There is no set formula for this, okay, so just do it and do whatever works for you. So I'm going to shuffle it a couple of times and just to show you guys what kind of stuff you're going to get in your first draw if you get the first turn playing this deck, okay? It's actually really cheap deck to build, really fast, swarms really hard if you have the right hand, okay, but it is all dependent on luck as well. But you know, having a good deck stacked around it, it does work, you know. I've seen some people add a gold strike to this. I don't really find I need a gold strike because the cards pull itself, really. You're trying to search for Mac Fortress, you know, the gear frames will do it for you. If you're looking for our more Karakuris, they're just in the deck, so it makes no difference, you know. Okay, so I've got the decks shuffled. I'm gonna cut the deck right now. So let's do a first turn draw. Let's see how it works out. So I get one Hypa, one Torrential, one Mac Fortress, one Mirror Force, one Nisamu, and one Seizang. Awesome. It's a great pull. Okay, so here's what you do, okay? So off this here right now, what I would do is I would set one Seizang face down, okay? And I would basically discard Nisamu to the graveyard, and Mac Fortress's effect and Mac Fortress's graveyard. Use Mac Fortress's effect and pull it out to the field. So automatically right here, I'll have the stuff necessary to set up my first combo, okay? I can set one Mirror Force, and I have two left in my hand. Alright, so my first turn, whatever, they go, okay? If I don't want them to come at me, okay, they're not gonna get by. This is a pretty big beat stick off the bat, okay? So you're pretty good off this one already. If you flip the Sazank right away, it basically acts like the Karakuri version of Man-Eater Bug, so it's a really good safe card to have set down. And of course you have Mirror Force, save your ass, right? Okay, so second turn, let's see what I pull. Pot Arrows, not a big deal, okay? So I can still summon again a Hypa right away. Okay, so right away you have like 3 monsters on 2 turns. Like that's pretty good right away. So you know what I mean, like that's what I'm talking about, like no dead draws. Like if anything, a Torrential could save your ass too in your hand. So that's what I'm talking about, having no dead draws when you're playing this. Like it's pretty good. Let me show you another one. If I have the right cards right away, I can show you guys how to sync really fast with this. Cut again. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. This is fantastic. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So I can play a Mac Gear Frame. Okay, one Mac Gear Frame allows me to draw one Karakuri Fortress from my deck to my hand. Okay, so now it's to my hand. Now what I can do is I can play one Foolish, okay, to the graveyard, and I can send one Glow Up Bulb to the graveyard. Alright, now what I do is I have I discard Nisamu, okay, to pull out one Mac Fortress, okay, then I discard one Mac Gear Frame to bring out another Mac Fortress, okay. Then what I do is I bring out one, then I basically discard one card from the top of my thing, and I use Glow Up Bulb's effect. Okay, so I bring up Glow Up Bulb back to the top of the, I bring it back here. I'm gonna sync. So right away off my first turn, you basically see I have this in my hand still. Okay, so this is my hand. I basically have 4 cards off my first turn. Okay, I'm gonna sync right away. So I can sync either a Glow Up and a Mac Gear Frame for a Catastor, or I can sync a Glow Up and a Mac Fortress for a sorry, glow up in the Mag Fortress for a Burrito. So let me show you a Burrito. Okay, I'll do level 8. Goes to graveyard, a Burrito. Burrito's effect basically allows me to draw a Karakuri monster from my deck. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna draw a tuner. Okay, so with the tuner I can either draw this one, or I can draw a Saizan. Okay, so I can have a level 3 or level 4 tuner. Makes no difference. Okay, if I do a level 3 with Mac Gear Frame, I can draw a Burrito, which allows me to bring out another one again. Okay, so I can bring out another Karakuri. Okay, but more than likely I'm going to do a level whatever. Basically, you can see how it swims really fast. So I'll say I'll do Anishi or something, right? So this one goes here, this one goes here. I have his level 7. I get to draw another Karakuri back out to the field again. So let's say I draw Nisamu. Not a big deal. Okay, so right now I have 2 right away. I can use one of the effects to change one Karakuri monster on the field to defense, okay, and draw another card, okay? Okay, and this effect also allows me to change one monster position on the field to a defense position. So if they're in attack, I can shoot them to defense, okay, or I can use Book of Moon to do any of that stuff. So you can see how right off the first draw, you can create a lot of stuff with this deck. Okay, it's really, really fast, swarms really well. Okay, so let me show you one more time. So you can see off the first turn, basically, I just went through like a million cards, including my side deck right here. So pretty fast, pretty furious. I like the speed of this deck. It works really, really well for me, but you can see how, like, you need to run one pot in this deck, because it just, you know, in my first turn I just basically used 10 cards. So we can basically have an OTK in the first turn if the cards are correct, like I just showed you guys. Okay, so let's try that again one more time. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Okay, this will work. So I'm going to normal summon. Okay, 1 Inishi. Alright. And then I'm going to normal summon another Ninishi. Okay, on my first turn. And because it is another normal summon again, I can normal summon 1 more. So off my first turn already, I can do 3. 1, 2, 3 off my first turn. Okay, I can't do anything, but you know what? The defense is high, so if anyone attacks you, it goes to defense automatically anyways. Okay, on the next turn, okay, say you kill one. They're all tuners, 1, 2, 3, all 3 tuners. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, here's what you do. You say you lose 1. Maybe if you lose 2, not a big deal. Okay, you your normal summon 1 Mac Gear Frame. You pull a Mac Fortress to your hand. Okay, this is your hand now. Okay, I'm going to use this effect, okay, to bring out 1 Mac Fortress. Right away you can see how that tunes. So I can tune, boom boom, right into Burrito right away. Okay, so I can tune this directly into Burrito right away. So you know, off the first turn, off the first 2 turns, you can pretty much pull off a sync already right away. It's really fast. This is my version of like Blackwing or something like that, because I never was really into Blackwings, but I really like machines. I've always liked machine monsters, and it works really well for me. So you know what? It's a nice, easy, quick build to do, guys, and you should give it a try. Okay, tell me if you guys like the way it builds. Tell me if you like the way it plays. Yeah. So you know, like I said, fairly cheap to build. But really, really good to play. I really like this deck. Okay, I have lost with this. Okay, I'm not gonna say this deck is absolutely invincible, but because that'd be a bullshit lie. But it is a really fun deck to play. I really like it. I like monsters that are machines, and you know, everything's an Earth type, so it just makes it really, really easy to play. You know, with the exception of Jinzo, and I think it's Cyber Dragon. Yeah, Cyber Dragon's a light. So I think, with the exception of Jinzo and a Cyber Dragon, this really is an all Earth base. You know, if you feel compelled to throw in 1 Chaos monster like a Black Blaster or something, go ahead, because you have 1 dark, 1 light. But I wouldn't bet my chances on it. Okay, but let me know what you guys think. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. So this is my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be putting up another video really soon for my Legendary Collection 2, my third one, and my binder is gonna go up really soon as well. Sorry for the delay. But yeah, so this is it. If you guys like it, play it, try it. Let me know how it works for you guys, okay? Alright, cool. Thanks. The Yu-Gi-Oh guy signing out. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks.